like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call it a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like Hummus C-dip. Acrobat with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Smith. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll go again with Bell, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Smith. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Still going. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Hurry up, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Focus, focus. Set! Blue 30!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go, let's go now. Focus, focus.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jack 16. Set! Right 80. 5, 24. On
2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, let's go! Corner! Eat these 2.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. The crossbar bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to Bell. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, Murray. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
The give is to Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this scoring pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Alex Anzalone. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Go ahead, take a seat. Kings. Quarter. Kings.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 15.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to air it out deep for Green. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Oh, look at the juke. A little juke. And now running right through it. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Snickers, 66. That 180. Double bump. Mike 52. Jack 16. Show that bench. Let's go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Like 20. AB. James. You good? He coming across? They're flow. Double bump. Back.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Where's 52? Like 52. 52's the mic. Left.
Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. Let's go, 15, 15. Let's go. Let's go, 15, 15. Yellow, yellow.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
11B, 11B.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Leonard Floyd coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Snickers. Whirl. Set. Left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Again, it's Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go now.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, 15.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Let's go, 15.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Smith. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Let's go, 15.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hey,
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Snickers! Hey, you got 3 out. Snickers, you got to spin. Check right. Watch it, 5.
Here's Roethlisberger. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Jack 16. Blue 30. Double bump.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
77. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Corner. Check. 8. Mike by 5. Mike by 5. Jack 16. 8. Corner.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
AB.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Lucy. Spread right. Smack.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And the ball is knocked out. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, there's the turnover you said that they needed at the beginning of the quarter. Now, does it come too late? That's the question.
We're about to find out, aren't we? But at least they gave themselves a chance.
Now, they've got the chance. Need a pretty quick score and then an onside kick. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hitting that slant, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Smith, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing now, Smith. A screen to Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first